Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. It's gonna be a fun one. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe. Hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so that you can get a notification anytime I upload a video. So let's get into this video. This is something different to what I normally do on my channel, but this was something that I felt that I needed to do, and I'll give you guys context on how this came about. So I am part of a prayer call that happens every week on a Monday from 8:30 Eastern to 9 o'clock, where a bunch of single ladies get together and we stand in agreement with each other and we stand in the gap for each other, believing for our husbands, believing for our spouses. So now I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my gosh, is that all you pray for on this call? No, it isn't. Actually, praying for our spouse is the final prayer point. So this particular week, a lady who was part of the call came on just to encourage us. She's been married a year now, and so she asked her husband, what are some things that you wish or hoped that I had prayed for during the time that you were single, we were single? And she mentioned some things that she shared with us on the call, which, you know, created this thing. There was like a light bulb that went on to say, oh man, I should do a video about this. There's probably a lot of women, you know, who want to know what is it that, you know, they should be praying for, right? So I called up a bunch of my guy friends, I texted them, and I asked them this question: guys, what is it that you hope or you wish that your future spouse is praying for you for? And some of them were on some, I have actually never thought about it. And others were keen on just firing answers and firing prayer points. So I was like, wow, this is awesome. The response was just kind of crazy. I didn't expect it. And what was awesome about it is that I had asked them to even share the message with their boys, and then, you know, your friends call your friends and their friends, and it was just an awesome thing. So I am here to share some prayer points for you ladies, where you can sit down during your time of prayer, where if you are looking for a spouse, that is, or if you are praying intentionally and persistently for a spouse, these are some prayer points that you could be using. Now, this is not a general population type thing where this is exactly what each and every single man wants. These are just some of the people that I hit up that decided to give me this. So I decided that I'm going to share with you guys, because as you know, if you pray persistently, God answers those prayers and He gets the glory at the end of the day. And who knows, maybe you are the future spouse that is watching this video, and you are the person that will be praying these specific points. And this is exactly what your spouse was hoping that you were doing. So I hope this video encourages you. I hope this video helps you guys in some way. If you want a second video, please let me know. Like the video, share it, comment below, do what you need to do, because there is quite a few things that I have on here that I probably won't be able to share every single one, but I will be putting them up on my blog and you can read about them there. And you want to know what you should be praying for us ladies, I'll make a video and give you a shout and ask my friends and ask people what is it that I can share with the guys on my channel, and that will help them intercede and pray for the ladies. So let's get into this. Some of these things are repetitive, and you'll see when I put them on my blog. There's about, let me see. There's about 40 prayer requests. So I'm not going to go through 40 prayer requests, but I will again put them on my blog. I'm just going to hit about, 15, 10, I don't know, however the Holy Spirit leads me. All right, so number 1, learn clear communication, speaking in the way she understands, not the way I understand, and assuming it's the same. Number 2, patience and understanding. Know when you simply listen and affirm, as opposed to advice and think you have the answers to her problems. Number 3, never be spiritually complacent in order to lead the relationship with God and godly foundation. Now, number 4 is something that came up a lot of times, so it's real. And that is self-control. And I think that is a legit prayer point, especially us millennials, and especially during the social media time. Self-control is legit. Number 5, loving my wife as Christ loved the church. Honesty and transparency. Where's my English? Consistent pursuit of a relationship with God. We should never stop pursuing God. Never. And that's another one. Okay, so another one that kept coming up is purity. In my opinion, and this is not what I think this guy was talking about, but in general, I feel like purity is not one-dimensional. Purity is not just about sex, but there's a whole spectrum of purity that I feel we should be praying for and interceding for, not just for ourselves, but for guys too. So purity is one of them. This was one that I relate to, and I know with my future spouse, with my future boyfriend and whoever, we're gonna go through this. And this is prayer for the hand of God to be upon every part of the planning process and lobola negotiations leading toward the wedding. Now guys, lobola can be a serious thing. If you don't know what lobola is, it's dowry, and it can tear apart families and it can disrupt family dynamics. So I can relate to this a lot. Another one is always pursuing her. I like that. I like that one a lot. Favor, patience, financial provision is another one that came up a lot. I probably got every other message had financial provision. To always be humble enough to listen to God in every situation. Discipline is a big one, and it's another one that came up, and I'll give you guys my final 3, and the rest you can read about them on the blog. That I would always try to date her. I like that one a lot, actually. I was like, this is very cool. This is very sweet, and I like that. So I'm gonna be praying. And these are anonymous. I'm not gonna share who answered them. So don't ask. My second to last prayer point is hear God well for our family. Grace on leading a future family. Not worried or anxious about it, especially without having a role model who's done it before. We live in a fatherless generation, and this is something that I constantly pray for as well, not just for my future spouse, but just for men in general when I'm praying for guys. But yeah, those are some of the prayer points that I felt that I could share with you guys today. Again, I will list some of them on my blog, and they are still coming in. Like, guys are still sending me messages, which is pretty cool, and I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much to all the guys that responded. I hope, and really hope, that you liked this video and you shared it with your mates. Until next time, cheers.